All right, so today I wanted to show y'all one of my favorite um, websites for video creation for doing explainer videos. So this is Powtoon. I used Powtoon in my internship and um, got some very good feedback. Got some really good positive reviews from it. So this is a website where you can create animated explainer videos that either can explain a situation, a product that's being released, a how-to step-by-step instructional presentation, that sort of thing. So up here, you can go ahead and start off immediately just creating the different types. These are some different examples up here. Down here, I'll show you. These are some of the examples of videos that I've made before. This is a video that I made for one of my classes, and actually got to use this in the interview for my internship. And so I think they saw that this video and was part of the reason why they wanted me to make videos for them in the internship. So right now I'm going to start off and just say real quick, this is the free version. I had a chance to work with the full paid version during the internship, which was really cool. They do have a lot more features that are available, but there's definitely a lot that you can use on this page. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to show you how to make a video. So let's go ahead and look at more templates over here on the right. And we're going to look at, so you can pick your categories. They already have a bunch of listed here below, but we can look at categories as well. So explainer videos, I think, are a great way to start. They kind of encompass a lot of different things. And with that, they have different kind of genres or styles. So there's this one that looks a bit more realistic. They've got more photography based content. Then they have kind of something that looks like a whiteboard. Then they have this thing in the middle that is more cartoonish, which still looks professional. And so it kind of gives a good balance between professional and fun and engaging. And so let's start with the Meet Jane, or I'm sorry, let's start with the 5 quick facts. So if you'll notice that these are different levels of paid versions. So you've got the Pro Plus, you've got the Pro. So that means we can't quite access those on my account, but we can do the free version. So up here it says 5 quick facts. You can preview it to see what it looks like, but for the sake of time, let's go ahead and jump in and hit use. And so with this, we'll start off with some basic slides that's already pre-made, and then we'll have the chance to edit, to add features as we want, and delete things that we don't want. So on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll notice that there's are these slides. So if you kind of think of PowerPoint, that's a good way to start thinking through this process. These are like your slides that you would have for your PowerPoint presentation. And then on the page itself, here in the middle, you have the slide itself. And if you'll notice, as I hover over some of these objects, the little border outline comes up that shows you what things you can change, edit, delete. You can even add on to this. And so let's start off with okay. So what I did here is I hit create. This is what's going to allow me to actually add content to these slides. So on the right hand side, it has these list of icons. Starting at the top, these are scenes. So these are pre-made slides, templates that have content involved already. And then so I'm getting a spam call. Awesome. So on the right hand side, we have content that we can add. There's the scenes where we can add slides. There is the background where we can change just the background image. You can upload your own. You can pick one from a list. In my last video, we talked about Upsplash. That is a really, or Unsplash. It's a really great website for free images. You even can do videos, which are really cool as backgrounds. So this engaging, moving image. Here we can add text. They already have prefabricated text styles and like titles. and there's other smaller like infographic and badge type elements that you can add that have already they've added color and some design elements too as well. We can add characters. So here in the free version, we can choose these kind of stick figure type characters. We can actually also change the look and go from a real look over to, say, a modern edge. And when we do that, it adds these other characters, which are a little bit more animated, a little bit more face value, which is really kind of cool. And so let's drop this guy in here. You'll notice as I'm holding on to him that there's different ways that he can interact with the viewer. So I dropped him here, and if I still want to go back and change the way that his posed, I hover over this icon right here, it says pose, and I can change him to be a happy dancing guy, someone who has an idea, an angry person, a sad person, typing like he's working on an email or thinking about some problem that he might be addressing. And so let's click on thinking. There he is, thinking through the situation. And you can move him, as you see, across the slide where you want him to be. Say I want him to face the opposite direction, I would hit the flip icon, flip him back. We can say you have a slide that you've fully worked out. You want to, you just want to change one element. So say I wanted to change this to be female. I could swap, which is not going to change the location of the element itself. It's just going to change what the element is. So we can add a lady here. You can see she's waving now, and as well we can also change her pose. We can even change the opacity, change how many times she waves at us. We can arrange to bring her forward or backward. We can add how she comes into the screen and how she leaves, and we can even have her move. So we'll have to go through some of those maybe on another day. Today we don't have the time, but just want to show you some of those elements which are really cool. We also have props and shapes. There's lots of really great icons that we can add and drop. And here you'll notice the cap and gown kind of situation there. And then there's images. We can add videos. We can even add music or sound. One great thing about this website is we can actually add voiceovers, which is nice. And then specials, so kind of like icons or screens that, backgrounds that are a bit more thematic. As you can see, there's a lot of holiday ones in here. So it's a great website for these, adding all of this. Real quick, I did want to address the bottom of the screen. You see this 0 to 7 seconds here. That shows how long each slide is, and you can add when each element enters the screen. So let's start from the beginning. If you hit this little button with the play button with the brackets around, it starts from the beginning. And you can see how it added elements as the time went on. If you want to start from a certain point, you can even just hit the play button by itself. It won't go all the way to the back to the beginning. But what you can do is you can even change when these elements enter the screen. Say there wasn't enough time, that you needed more time to add some elements or give people more time to read something on the screen. You can hit add seconds here. And so I'm going to hit add, the little plus button there. And this can go all the way up to 20 seconds. It does have a limit on how long you can keep a slide going. So what you would do after that is you would, if you wanted to keep everything that's on this slide, where it doesn't enter again or where it doesn't leave, you can actually hit these 3 dots here, the ellipses, and go to extend. What that'll do is it'll add a second slide that has all of the same content, but what you'll notice at the beginning, that only runs for a second. So what I would have to do is I would have to grab that bar and drag it for as long as I would want that information to stay on the screen. Now what I can also do is I can pick specific elements. Like say I wanted to keep this this title slide here. I'm going to pick kind of select, shift, and grab these elements here. So those 4 specific things I wanted to stay longer. So I'm going to drag this out here while I have that selected. What you'll notice, let's also make sure that is added as well. I'm going to go to 10 seconds just kind of give you an example. I'm going to hit play, and while everything else disappears, you notice that that stays the same. So that gives you a quick, brief overview of what this offers. You can add ending slides. It's got a whole lot of great content. Thankful for one of our classmates that showed me this and has given me a lot of opportunities because of it. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Hope you get a chance to try it out, and maybe someday in the future I can do a little more explaining on what some of these tools do. But yeah, thanks for watching.